Gender, Religion and Caste, Part 2. Good morning, students. In the previous slide, I discussed with you about the discrimination done to women. Today, in Part 2, I will be explaining how the status of women got improved today in our country and all over the world. So, let's begin. Here, first of all, I want to discuss with you the difference between social difference and social division. Let's understand the differences between these two. What is a social difference? Social differences are the situations where people are discriminated against on the basis of social, economic, and racial inequality. On the other hand, social division means division of society on the basis of social differences like language, region, caste, color, race, and sex. Social differences can be easily accommodated with some reservation policies, like we can discuss about the reservations given to low caste people, scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. However, social division sometimes leads to political divisions of the country. Example is partition of India and Pakistan. Moving on to the next topic, women's political representation in India. In India, the proportion of women in the legislatures is very low. If we compare our country with different parts of the world, which is already done in your book with the help of a bar diagram. The representation of women in Lok Sabha is only 10%, and in the state legislative assemblies, the representation is less than 5% of the total strength. As far as the women's representation in the legislatures is concerned, India ranks last among the nations in the world. The 73rd and 74th constitutional amendments have proved to be beneficial for women. Now, one-third seats in urban and rural local bodies have been reserved for women. About 10 lakh elected women representatives show their presence in municipal corporations and committees. Efforts are being made to reserve one-third seats in parliament and state legislatures for women. So, women bill is still pending in the Lok Sabha. Now, the point is that how did women achieve gender equality? So, to understand this, let's see the other slide. Organizing themselves into movements and agitation for equal treatment and equal rights. So, this is done by women all around the world. Women in different parts of the world organized and agitated for equal rights. These agitations demanded enhancing the political and legal status of women and improving their educational and career opportunities. More radical women's movements aimed at equality in personal and family life as well. These movements are called feminist movements. Next is demanding extension of voting rights. Their main demands were the extension of voting rights to women and equal status in private and public life. Women's role has improved in public life. If we see political expression of gender division and political mobilization on the gender issue helped women to improve their role in public life. Now, women are working as scientists, doctors, engineers, lawyers, managers, and teachers at college and university levels. The proportion of women is highly paid and valued jobs has been increasing. They are playing an important part in decision making in public spheres. Next is demanding an enhancement of the political and legal status of women through political empowerment. Earlier, women participation in politics was minimal. They were not allowed to participate in public affairs, vote, and contest for public offices. It was only after gender issue was raised in politics that women got access to this area. The participation of women in Indian politics has been increased by making it legally binding to have a fair proportion of women in the elected bodies. One third of seats in local government bodies in panchayats and municipalities are now reserved. There are more than 10 lakh elected women representatives in rural and urban local bodies. Still, a lot more has to be done. A bill on the reservation of seats for women has been pending before the parliament, but there is no consensus over the bill among all the political parties. So, children, hope you have understood this gender division as a social differences. Now, in coming lecture, I will discuss about religion. Till then, goodbye. Take care.